Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean,
In this town for All-Star Week, there's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
and Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Adebayo is checked in for Butler. Booker comes in for James Harden. And Ball subbed in for Damian Lillard. On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got Markkanen. Curry is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's MP. And it's Sabonis in at the center, filling out the middle. Garland kicks to Curry.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
The West All-Stars pull it in. Kicks it out to Garland. Shoots with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
DeRozan in the corner. Clock at 6. That shot is off. And so Curry will bring it up for the West. A 12-point game. Now the pass to Markkanen. Passes it to MP. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Count that bucket. And the West leads by 16.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Ball. They get the rebound. They need this one. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Taking the bump, Garland doesn't hold back and gets rewarded with the foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Williamson is checked in for Adebayo. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. All free throws good from Garland. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Here's Ball. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Towns. Launches it from deep. Will it go? Cunningham's shot is off.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Curry with the three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. The East trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Now Curry. From outside the arc. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And that's that in-between distance for some guys. Booker showing how comfortable he is from the mid-range.
And so it's the West All-Stars. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Big group substitution here for the East. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Towns. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jimmy Butler. Devin Booker, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Ball in for Damian Lillard. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. MP's checked in for Embiid. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Anthony Davis. Ingram, he's checked in for James. And it's Stephen Curry in for Luka Doncic. On the court for the West All-Stars, Lowry Markkanen is out there with Ingram. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Garland in at the 2.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Curry's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Pass to Williamson. He feeds it to DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so I think it makes him hard to guard, especially from this area.
The East All-Stars have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here's Morant. We've got DeRozan. Ball out there with Harden. Then it's Butler, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And here is Garland. Trying to get open is Davis. And here are the East All-Stars. Ball feeling it out a bit. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Garland against Harden. A drive by Garland. Halliburton outside. Back to Garland. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo with the ball. The pass to Ball. Here's Halliburton. MP outside. Passes it to Davis. Ball against Halliburton. Pass to MP. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. Here's Giannis. He kicks it to Harden. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the East.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Pass to MP. Kicks it to Garland. Back to MP. Here's the dish to Davis.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now, here's Halliburton.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance pretty consistently.
That's good from Halliburton. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. He dishes it to MP. Now, Ball. Towns at the elbow. Here's Garland. The pass to MP. Halliburton outside. Garland finds Halliburton. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Ball. Williamson outside. Dishes to Cunningham. Here's Halliburton. MP outside. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. And here's Halliburton.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Williamson against MP. Williamson outside.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Garland against Cunningham.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now the East All-Stars with it. Pass to Mobley. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios.
To the middle. Sabonis has gone 6 of 7 so far. Boy, he's making it look easy here, isn't he? Cunningham passes to Towns. Towns has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Cunningham against Garland.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Halliburton with it. Pass to MP. Back to Halliburton. Mobley with the block. Lillard scanning the floor.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Halliburton against Lillard. MP inside. Right side Sabonis. He kicks it to Ingram. Now here's Mobley. Pass to Lillard. Now Garland. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Mobley.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. And the pass to Sabonis. Halliburton against Lillard. MP right side. 6 on the shot clock. Dismissed. MP's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Ball, the pass to Mobley. And one of the big changes to college basketball, Clark, as you know, the NIL, name, image, and likeness. It seems like that would impact the choice to enter the NBA draft.
I don't think there's any question it's had that impact. Some guys that were borderline draft picks now not being penalized for being on scholarship can monetize their name, image, and likeness and do so to the tune of some fairly significant dollars in some cases. And even if the money is not NBA large, it still can close the gap for a family of a player that might be struggling and could use some additional income.
Now the West with the ball. Here's Halliburton. And here's Cunningham.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Cunningham's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. MP kicks to Halliburton. Back to MP.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Passes the ball. Good ball movement here by the East.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Outside, Markkanen.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.